Alright, welcome back to another episode of Criminal Border Third Offense. Lunch break! Oops. I wait behind for a little while, but there's no sign of Meryl, so I head straight up to the roof deck. And the door is already locked, or maybe it never got locked again after yesterday. Open the door and step out on the roof onto the rooftop. Meryl is sitting in the same place as yesterday, munching on her bread. Meryl glances at me for a moment before taking a bite of her melon bread. I sit down next to her and take my own lunch bag from its bag. If I don't say anything, we'll probably end up sitting here in silence until class starts. Classmates still bothering you?
昨日よりはマシ。孤独の家に世話になってるって話したら、一部の生徒は私を避けるようになった。
Ah, so you're allowed to tell them about that.
中途半端な嘘はリスクにしかならない。一つの嘘がバレたら、他の嘘までバレるかもしれない。怪しまれて得することなんてない。
Well, that's true enough. I thought the same before when speaking to Meryl, but she answers questions pretty readily. As long as it's something she's free to talk about, that is. I need to get her talking about the amount guy. Does anyone else from the syndicate live at Konoko's place?
私だけ。
Why only you?
私くらいの年齢の女が一人暮らしをしていると、不審に思われて目立つって言われた。
Ah, I see what you mean.
ご飯とかも世話になってるから、右門会からの頼みは最低限聞くようにしてる。
So that's the obligation you were talking about. You'll do anything for food. You gluten. I don't really get how the Yakuza works, but what does the boss usually do from day to day?
さあ、知らない。
I see. Don't know, huh?
だいたい家にいる。客がたくさん来るからその相手してる。
Visitors.
射程古文？よくわからないけど。右門会はヤクザの中でも上の方みたい。みんなゴローに会いに来る。
Close to the top? Actually, I remember hearing something about the Yakuza being
Hierarchical.
What?
Hierarchical.
That word. A TV show a while ago. So does that mean there's a bunch of smaller organizations under the Amankai? If we're going to take on the Amankai, then will that mean they making enemies of all of them? It sounds like they're a bigger organization than I imagined. My ignorance may have led me to underestimate them somewhat. Of course, no matter what size the enemy, I have no intention of turning tail and running.
そんなに右門会のことを知りたいなら、
Yeah?
私から話せることはそんなに多くない。自分で調べた方がいい。
Well, I would if I could, but I would like to have a lead.
ID
Huh? Eh?
教えて。
Ah, you mean for the message app? I dig out my phone and exchange contact details with Meryl?
うん。じゃあ、放課後に連絡する。
I don't think I see where you're going with this.
東雲に取り継いであげる。
Oh. You'll arrange Shinonome?
回のことを知りたいならそれが一番早い。
That might be so, but
相手の力もわからないのに敵意をむき出しにするのはバカがすること。この程度で怖がるなら最初から喧嘩なんて売らなければいい。
that is true. Oh boy. Got it. I'm counting on you. With a small nod, Meryl stuffs the last piece of her melon bread into her mouth and stands up.
じゃあ放課後
Shoving the bread's wrapper into her bag, she heads back inside. Speak directly to Shinonome, huh? I'm surprised at how little the prospect frightens me. It's true that it do be faster that way. I have no idea how I should have behaved though. Well, I'll figure it out. After class is a pretty whack time for him. I doubt I'm going to be meeting Shinonami on campus, so I make the decision to head home first. I get changed, and after a little while... Come to the station in 30 minutes by Meryl. Simple message arrives from Meryl, and it says what I just mentioned. I reply in the affirmative, and although I don't really need to leave yet, I head straight outside. Okay. That's by the way, I didn't mean to say okay. I meant to do yoink. I can keep my pace gentle. I soon reach the station. There's still some time to go. I don't really feel like wandering about, so I find somewhere prominent to stand and wait for Meryl to arrive. "5 minutes remain before the time we agreed to meet. A car I've seen somewhere before pulls up close by. Nobody gets out. Am I supposed to go over there? I approach the car and the window crack opens. It's Shinonome. He gestures for me to get in. Then, as I'm told, I clamber into the car. Hello? Shinonome lets out a harassed sigh. Okay. The driver I've never seen before. Meryl is riding shotgun.
俺に話があるって。
I spent a little time thinking about what Meryl said.
相手の力もわからないのに敵意をむき出しにするのはバカがすること。
She's right. I have my pride, but if that won't serve as a weapon, then it's clear what I have to do. Allow me to apologize. I was a little on edge the other day. Sorry for being rude. It doesn't matter whether I mean it or not. If looking at my enemy's boots gets me under his guard, I'll do it. I can't afford to be choosy about my methods. Yoink. Shinonome looks me up and down, then lets out a snort of laughter.
随分と塩らしいな。
Since we shall be doing business together, I don't feel that there would be any benefit in my taking a fire attitude towards you.
本心からそう言ってんなら、お嬢さんはとんでもねえふぬけと組んじまったな。
He snorts again. I guess he's not going to fall for that, fall for it that easily. Not a problem. Now was there letting our guards down.
で、話っつうのはそれだけか。
手伝いたいって。
Huh? Meryl speaks over me before I can agree.
手伝う？
私のお小遣い稼ぎ。
ああ？なんでこいつが？
二の前はこっち側のことを知らなすぎる。勉強したいって。
Yoink.
今日の仕事、二の前に手伝わせる。
田淵んとこ行け。
Meryl gets out of the car. I excuse myself and follow her. The door closes and the car takes off immediately.
じゃあ行こ
Side job?
う。すぐにわかる。
Well, I'm not exactly thrilled about the situation. I get the feeling Meryl's offering me a helping hand. An apology alone wasn't enough. What am I supposed to be helping with? For the time being, I follow Meryl. She heads beyond the station. We're going in the opposite direction to the club. Questionable looking establishments line the street. I hardly ever come here.
ここで待ってて。
Meryl steps inside of this small building. Chang Pang. After a short while, she emerges holding a purse.
行こう。持ってて。
Okay. I take the purse and follow Meryl, who has already started walking. I probably shouldn't look inside this thing. As I open the bag very slowly. I still have no idea what I'm supposed to be helping with. We leave the station of the street surrounding it beyond and enter a residential area. We come to a halt in front of a fairly decrepit looking house, and Meryl rings the doorbell.
おばあちゃん来たよ。
What? Huh? Meryl's sudden change of tone and use of the word "Pochui" throws me for a loop. The intercom remains silent. We wait a few minutes and eventually the door scrapes open and an old lady comes out.
あらまあ、久しぶりだね。
今日は友達も連れてきたよ。
あらあら、入って入って。
お邪魔します。
Excuse us? I head inside, still confused. The house's interior is filthy, a peculiar stale smell pervades the place. The lady guides us through the living room and lays on the tea and treats, but
手をつけない方がいい。お腹壊したくなかったら。
she continues.
二の前はただ黙ってニコニコしていればいい。
That's all? Seriously, what am I supposed to be helping with here? I don't get it at all. I got a feeling we're doing something fraudulent, but maybe it's just my imagination.
そうそう、この間ね。
The old lady gossips merrily about everything from Mrs. Nishimura next door to the TV shows she watched recently. Meryl gives her a winning smile.
そうなんだ。
And not so long. For my part, I managed to occasionally try a laugh. Huh? It feels like we've been sat here for around an hour, but in truth, it's probably been about 15 minutes. Meryl takes a somewhat performative look at the clock on the wall and lets out a short gasp.
ごめんねおばあちゃん。私たちそろそろ行かないと。
あらあら。それじゃ、よいしょ。
The old lady stands up and gets something down from a shelf. A purse? She blocks out several notes and thrusts them towards Meryl.
ほら、お小遣い。
ありがとう。
お兄ちゃんにもあげようね。
Meryl gives me a look. She's still smiling, but there's something strangely coercive in her expression. I'm supposed to take the money, huh? Thank you very much.
おばあちゃん、また来るね。
いつでもおいで。
バイバイ。
Thanks for having us. I give Granny a slight nod, then follow Meryl out of the house. Once the door is closed and we're a good distance away from the house, a smile vanishes from Meryl's face. She draws a short breath, then plucks the notes from between my fingers and counts them with a trained hand.
8000円。2人で行ってもいつもと変わらない。
With that frank statement, she closes the money away inside the purse. Your side job is swindling old folk out of their cash?
違う。貸したお金を回収してるだけ。
Oh, that's... Oh. The building from before, the thing about helping the Yakuza. I get it now. Loan shark debt.
あのおばあさん、正面から返せって言うと、大騒ぎして警察を呼ぶ。でも私みたいのが遊びに行くと、お小遣いをくれる。
You're taking care into paying it back?
年金も、息子からの仕送りも、ギャンブルにつぎ込むクズだから、気にしなくていい。
Trash, huh?
お茶は古いし、お菓子も賞味期限が何年も前に切れてる。
In other words, you can't even afford to buy treats?
違う。ギャンブル以外に浪費癖もある。主に食料品。食べきれないほど買って腐らせる。
I am familiar with quite a few old people that tend to do that. We even have one. Well, not super old, over 50, that tends to buy a lot of food and he's let it stay for months on end. Other than that person getting sick from it as well, once he eats it, he just continues to let it stay in the fridge and sometimes the whole smell permeates the whole kitchen instead of just the fridge alone, which can be annoying as fuck. So in other words, maybe it could be universal throughout all of the old people.
腐ったものは自分で食べず、客に出す。
But maybe not.
私の前に彼女を担当してた人が、それでお腹を壊した。
Okay, that is just nasty. Ah, so that's why you said it. That's why you said not to touch it.
パチンコに行って、勝っても負けても浪費して、金を借りる。そのくせ、返済を迫られると被害者ぶる。私たちが相手にするのは、そういう人種。
I see. What a piece of work. But still, what I feel is this tightness in my chest. Am I still holding back? Am I still too naive?
強く出られないから、こういうやり方で少しずつ回収してる。
It wasn't what I imagined. On TV, there's more shouting and repossessing anything that looks saleable.
絶対やるなって言われてる。一発アウトだから。
In other words, you draw the line at anything that do get you arrested? Wait, if that was it, the whole loan shark thing would be out of question?
次に行く。
More old folks?
次は大学生。すぐそこのアパート。ドアの前で見張ってて。
Keep watch? Why?
少し荒っぽいことするから。
Oh boy. I thought you couldn't do that.
こっち側の人間だから。盗品を売りさばいてる。
Ah.
それに無駄にプライドが高いから 私みたいな女にぶちのめされたなんて誰にも言えない。通報される心配はない。だから返済を渋れば遠慮なく殴る。
You make it sound like it wouldn't be the first time.
想像にお任せ。
Okay.
着いた。ここ。
The place we've arrived at this time doesn't look especially odd or anything. It's just a normal apartment. There's no automatic lock. We climb the staircase and head to the end room and on the second floor.
ここで待ってて。誰か来たらスマホ鳴らして。
Got it?
あと笑顔で挨拶も。不審がられたら住民に通報されるから。
Okay, understand. Meryl rings the doorbell, but there's no reply. Is he out?
いる。さっきベランダのカーテンが動いた。
You've got a good eye.
そこに立って私が見えないように。
Right, okay. Meryl takes out her usual lock-picking tool and locks the door effortlessly. She opens the door without hesitating and heads silently inside. The door shuts and I immediately hear a man exclaim, "What do you want from me?" I can't hear Meryl's voice on the man's panic protestations.
出てけよ。金なんかねえよ。ねえっつってんだろ。いいから出てけ。
Oh no! An almighty crash comes from inside the room. Did she hit him? And maybe she kicked him?
やめろ。やめてください。
The man's pathetic wails reach my ears. Surely his neighbors are going to report this. This reminds me, Meryl was utterly merciless that day too. When Koji tried to steal the digital drug from me, she kicked him in the groin over and over. Flashback. I shake my head, exploring the memory. The screaming seems to have stopped. For several seconds, I hear nothing. Meryl emerges from the room with an unruffled air.
回収完了。撤収。
Okay. We leave the apartment, making sure not to let anyone see us.
次に行く。
Got it. The debt collection continues. That said, there are no more high class. Okay, maybe not the best just for awards, but we don't run into any more trouble anyway. We meet the debtors outside and collect their payments. If it seems like they're going to protest, Meryl simply acts an innocent girl who, ignorant of everything, is simply doing what she was told to. The main difficulty is the sheer number of debtors. We walk to the debtor's house, talk to them, take their money, then walk to the next place, meet the debtor. Even as the sun sets, we continue and on and on. By the time we're done with Meryl's side job, it's pitch black out. That's smooth. Meryl hands over the collected money to the loan shark and comes out of the building.
お疲れ様。
Sure, no problem.
今日のお小遣い。
What? Meryl thrusts a 10,000 yen note towards me. Thanks, Mom.
2万円もらった。半分あげる。
Oh, it's okay. I learned a lot today.
そ
She pulls the note back without hesitating.
お腹空いてる？
Huh?
お金受け取らないなら現物支給。働いたんだからもらう権利がある。
Okay, I guess I'll take you up on that then.
何でもいい？
Nope.
待ってて。
I do assume we were going to head to a restaurant or something, but Meryl leaves me standing where I am and disappears inside a nearby convenience store. Don't tell me.
買ってきた。
Inside a bag hanging down from her arm is...
メロンパンなかった。クリームパンとあんパン、どっちがいい？
I should have known. You can choose first.
じゃあ、はい。あとこれも。
Wow. A 200 milliliter carton of milk. Sheriff's Steakhouse special? I thought it was donuts and coffee where she's from.
あっちで食べよう。
Sure, okay. We head over to the station. We climb up a flight of stairs, then lean back against the fence, and watch the people passing by below us as we eat our food. Do you always eat like this in the evenings?
一人の時は。
What about when you're at Kotoka's place?
作ってもらえるからそれ食べる。でも本当はこういうのでいい。日本のパンは美味しい。
Meryl takes a small bite of her cream bun and chews. Got to think of it, I seem to remember she has a sweet tooth. She eats melon bread for lunch after all. Her diet must be pretty unbalanced. Then again, I'm constantly eating out or buying ready meals from the convenience store, so I'm not really in any position to talk. Hmm?
あの人。
え？
あの帽子の。言っちゃった。
What? An air adapter?
羽毛会の焼肉屋のオーナー。
Oh. Really? The Amonkais? Yakiniku restaurant?
しのぎの一つ。
Seriously? They're even running restaurants now?
羽毛会の人に聞いた話だから私はよくわからないけど、羽毛会は昔堅気でやってきたけど、そういうわけにもいかなくなって、今風のやり方に変えてるところなんだって。それを先頭に立って進めてるのが東雲。焼肉屋もそうだし、あとなんだっけ、ちょっと前はタピオカ売ってたって聞いた。
What? I saw people joking about the Yakuza selling bubble tea online, but that was true?
最近はネットカジノ始める準備をしてるとか。
An online casino? That does sound slightly Yakuza-ish. But online?
ただのカジノなら。
Yes, it's called Dokkan Battle!
闇カジノって言うんだっけ。
Yikes, they actually have one.
さっきのビルの通りをもうちょっと行ったところ。
The loan shark's building from before, is that one of the Amonkai's offices or something?
違う。堅気の人間がやってる。焼肉もタピオカも羽毛会は関わってない。表向きは。
They don't want to be known for being softy sometimes. Come to think of it, Tatsu mentioned something about the Yakuza using ordinary people because they can't afford to draw attention to themselves.
これも羽毛会の人が言ってたことで、私はよくわからないけど。
Go on.
今はヤクザの行動がすごく制限規制されてて、変なことしたらすぐに捕まるって。それに知ってた？ヤクザってポイントカードも作れないんだって。
Huh? You can't?
身分を隠して作ると詐欺で逮捕されるし、ポイントカードの履歴を警察に抜かれて情報が筒抜けになる。
Makes sense.
だから電車の IC カードとかも作れないって。
Huh. Sounds pretty inconvenient.
そうだからヤクザだけどヤクザじゃない人、伝わる？うまく言えない。
You mean people who are effectively members of the Amankai, but in the outside world they are normal people without any link to the organization?
そう多分そんな感じ。そういう人を使って商売をしたり、達也みたいな半グレを使って非合法なことしてる。そうしないと稼げないんだって。
That's a said something pretty similar.
正直雑魚だよね、ヤクザって。社会的には圧倒的な弱者。裏の世界が彼らのテリトリーだけど、表に引きずり出せば何もできない。
Meryl stops talking. I guess this is their way of giving me advice. If you're going to pick a fight, pick your battlefield well. Don't fight on your enemy's turf. Although I can hardly be considered to be a regular person myself anymore, I already have one foot firmly buried in the swamp. How should I fight? I'm not sure yet. So, do you do this side job every day?
東雲に頼まれた時だけ。でも今まで午前中暇だったからほぼ毎日かな。
Would you mind if I help out again tomorrow? Although I do only really be tagging along.
いいよ。少しずつ覚えていけばいい。
Yay! Illegal activity! With Meryl finishes up her cream bun and begins drinking her milk, her lips pursed around the straw. Knowledge comes first. The more I know, the less there is to fear. I should be able to get an idea of my enemy's weaknesses too. I might have to Toriyata Shinonomi again. I might have to act like a fawning psychopath. But I don't care. Even if the Yakuza are near the bottom of the food chain, right now I'm still below them. As pathetic as contemptible as that may be. See, it's well then. I munch on my own pastry and wash it down with a cup of milk. I couldn't care less about pride as long as I emerge victorious in the end. This is how I'm going to fight. For Hina and Tatsu, even for Kotaka. And of course, I'm doing this for my own sake too. I cannot afford to lose. Oh.
けそこだしむやみよ歩くたび残した足跡は消えない次を追い出す数に合わせてでもそれが正義と信じるとともに悪の命の数が免罪符ならかけましょう捧ぐか
She's weak to headpads. That's cute. And very artistic. I thought the game was gonna crash. Do I have the time to record some more? You know what? Nah. That's it for the episode. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna go record something else and come back and record this again in a bit. And other than that, you know what? I'm gonna end this like I did
終了する
in the previous episode.
バイバイ
Yeah, like she said.